Hello listeners and fellow Game Pass fans, get yourself set and ready for your favourite unofficial Game Pass podcast, Game Pass News. So I'll hand you over to Nick and Sean and get the show started.
Welcome to Game Pass News, recorded live June 29th. I'm Nintendo. My co-host Sean Abbott and I are about to fill your brain with all this week's bits and bobs of Xbox. Like Jim Ryan and Phil Spencer having a pissing match right in front of the courtroom about all kinds of things that Jim Ryan don't want to do and Phil Spencer should do, and I don't care about this and I don't care about that. But we don't care about any of that because Xbox raised the damn price of Game Pass. This sucks. Sit down and buckle up because Game Pass News is one crazy ride.
Let's look at the funk.
Let's look at that funk. Funk you for that, Xbox. How's life been going, Sean?
It's been a minute. No, it's just pretty. It's just crazy. Lots of stuff going on. It's that time of the year where there's sports days, kids' summer concerts. It's just crazy. We're in the process of getting ready to go on holiday. Like unlike yourself, who literally goes tomorrow. So yeah, it's just a bit crazy. And I'm still with the green car. Spent all day today chasing people, emails and phone calls to try and source the part that I need to change. So I've got that to do next week as well, which is gonna be nice. I'm gonna be playing like real life Garage Simulator.
Who needs that Game Pass game? You got it in real life. I want to mention, because you were like, and you're getting ready to go on holiday. We have hung out so long, because over here, it's like nobody says holiday unless it's like Christmas or an actual, like what we consider an actual holiday. Vacation is what it's normally called. And like, I was just sitting there and they're like, well, what are you doing for the 4th? I was like, we're going on holiday. And they were like, what are you doing for the holiday? And I was like, we're going on vacation. I was like, oh my God, I've been around Sean so long that like I can't even relate to my own country anymore.
Yeah. I don't know why we even at work they're called holiday hours, so it's not vacation hours, it's just our vacation time, it's holiday.
Yeah, it was just really, it just flipped right out, and I was like, and then he like looked at me and he's like, but okay, it is a holiday, but I was like, oh yeah, sorry. I was like, I don't even know why. It's so funny. Yeah, I'm with you, man. June, let me tell you, that's bastard of a month. It's been crazy. I mean, and you know, I say it's crazy, but really what's made it crazy is the vacations, because it's like we had a great time on this vacation, and then, you know, my wife's a school teacher, so she comes home and it's like she doesn't have anything because they're off, like ain't no messages, but I come home to like 300 emails and I've like finally caught up. And so I'm like, all right, cool, we're good to go. And then it's like, we're off on another one. And it's like, oh shit, I'm going to come back to another like 300 emails. This is going to be fantastic. Can't wait.
Real life RPG where you've just caught up on all the side quests and ready to do the main quest again.
Exactly, man. I mean, it's great and horrible. Now, this one won't be as bad because I'll have my phone with me and I'll try to keep up on emails as they like roll in. So, unlike the boat where I didn't have access to email for like a week. So we'll see how all that works out. But yeah, it has been a crazy June. Work has been crazy. The kids are in soccer. So we're doing that, and I don't know, man. I need a break, but I don't see it coming. So yeah. So I can't wait to talk about all the games that I have not been playing. Sounds like fun. So anything else before we move into events?
No, that I can think of. I have. The Xbox is on in front of me. I turned it on. I did something. I did a thing with it. So
yeah, I haven't seen my Xbox turn on in a long time. So I'm sorry, friends, but I can still chat about Xbox because I keep up with it. I really do. But by the way, there was a Nintendo Direct since the last time we podcasted, and since we're in kind of like the talk about whatever the hell you want segment, what is your, I don't know, top 2 things that you are really excited for on the Nintendo Direct? Did you watch it? I should ask that first.
I didn't watch the whole Direct. I waited for they do that chopped up video. I did that, and I sat and watched it with Logan, which was nice. It's the first time I've ever sat and watched it directly with him.
That's awesome. That's a cool dad moment.
Yeah, he's super excited for Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which I can agree with him. The game looks very, very beautiful, and we all need an extra 2D side-scrolling Mario in our life.
100%. Yeah.
I'm happy for that. I'm happy for the remake of Super Mario RPG. I played the original. Didn't get on with it because I just couldn't face the graphics. So it's nice to see that they've done an update of that. Pikmin 1 and 2. I kind of saw them coming. I think that's going to open the door to GameCube games being on NSO. So
yeah,
that
yeah.
coming.
You're excited, but are you going to get him? Like,
no, probably. I mean,
yeah.
If for those people that follow me and Game Pass on Twitter, you'll see that I put out a nice tweet about how I'd finished Tears of the Kingdom and how it was really nice, and it's been my favorite one in the franchise so far. Breath of the Wild not being the first for me originally as Wind Waker, and then Dads After Dark replied and said just with Pikmin 4. My reply to it was, "Fuck, I forgot about that fucking game," because I was really excited about going back to playing games on Game Pass, and they dropped all that stuff out. I enjoyed watching the extra bits and pieces for Pikmin 4 that were on there.
Looks great. I'm really excited for it.
And I'd say that's about all I'm excited for. So.
Yeah, I would. I think you hit pretty much the high points for me. Except I am the outlier for me. I am excited about Dark Moon, the Luigi Mansion game that was on the, I don't know, some handheld.
3DS.
Yeah, 3DS. That I was gonna say. Yeah, I never had one, never played it. So I'll grab that and play that one just to kind of round out my series. I played the first one, played the third one. So I plan to get that one. I'm like you, the Pikmins are cool, but I don't have time for them, so that's not going to happen. And then there's the Palia game, which is the co-op Animal Crossing farming exploring game. So I'm interested in that. And then also co-op is Fae Farm. So another one of my type of games that's co-op. So I'm excited for all these co-op farmy simmy my kind of game kind of deal. And that's got me down. Also, co-op Sonic, 2D Sonic game. So I was excited for all these.
Not Frontiers, was it?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Frontiers. Yeah.
Yeah. So all those things have me excited. I feel like there has been kind of a lack of 4-player co-op games on the Switch, and I mean, in general, there's a lack of those kind of games, but on the Switch, I've come to expect them, and we just haven't seen them in a while. So yeah, but that's what I was excited for. Definitely got me pumped for Nintendo. Keep us going, move us along, and yep, Wonders is definitely something. We rented the Super Mario movie from the library, so that was fun. Got to watch that again. So yeah. Are you still there? You look creepily. I think we have a problem here, folks. Sean is frozen, or I'm frozen, or something is frozen. Well, there you have it. Not sure what's going on. Oh, Sean's left. Sean's left the building. He's back.
I have no idea what went wrong there.
Yeah, I
got a warning. I got a warning. My internet was unstable. You kind of stayed still, but I could hear your voice still, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, "Wow, he's really looking at something there, really intently. He's not looking at me at all, or anything." And I was like, "I think he's pretty frozen. I'm pretty sure."
Yeah.
So,
well, you were saying something, and then I tried to catch in, but obviously you couldn't hear me.
No, I could not. Anyways, that is our interest in the Nintendo Direct. And what is going on with our Twitch contest, Sean?
Well, it's coming to an end. Literally tomorrow will be the last day. So if you're going to subscribe to us and want to be involved in the competition and get your extra 5 entries you need to do so pretty quick. For all you 181 followers that we've now got on Twitch, you are all entered. Everybody gets a free one entry into the competition, and I believe it's going to be up to me next week to try and count those, figure it out, and do the number generator all in one. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, you can do it. We can wait. Whatever you want to do, I don't care. If you want to do it on your own, then you have at it, or anybody. That is a good point. We should have brought that up. I will not be on the podcast next week. I don't know what Sean's going to do. I don't know if he's going solo or if he's going to try to find somebody to join him. Or do you have any info on that, Sean?
No, not yet.
Sean has no info.
It's on my list of things to try and get done before next week.
I get you.
It could either end up being just an AMA where anybody can ask me anything and I'll do a pre-recorded podcast only, or I will chance it and try and go live. But as we've just discovered, my internet is not the most stable. So
yeah, even though it's like super fast but not very stable. I love it. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know what that blip was because I'm staring at the box in the corner of the living room with all the lights on it that flash, and nothing went red. So
crazy. Tyler's in the house. What you doing, Acid TK? Thanks for joining us. All right. So follow. I mean, if you can subscribe, great. I get it. That's actual money out of your pocket. Unless you have the Amazon Prime, you can do that. Get you 5 free things. But if you don't, a follow Tyler is fantastic. We super appreciate you. All that means the world to us. So and then maybe we'll be able to gift you back some money as a thank you. But that's our events. That's our pre-chat. That's life. Let's move into the X feed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an announcement. We've just learned that unanimously all publishers hate Game Pass. Thank you. That was brought to us by our best friend, great journalist correspondent, Uncle Jim Ryan. That's right. You gotta love that guy. He knows all things. He talked to every publisher, and they all hate Game Pass. He did. I mean, that's extensive research, Sean, to do that. I mean, that takes a lot of work.
There's a lot of publishers out there.
I know. I mean, Sean, he has nothing better to do in his day but to apparently just like be like, hey, this is Jim Ryan, and I was just wondering, this is doing a survey. On a scale from 1 to 5, how much do you like Game Pass? Okay, yeah, 1. All right, great, thanks. I mean, that's busy.
That's we'll give you some free PlayStations. There you go.
Yeah. He's like, some guy says 2. He's like, okay, I'll give you an Xbox for free if you just say 1. Okay, I just need a 1. Okay, thanks. He's like bribing people. No, I don't know. Unanimously, he says unanimously, all publishers do not like Game Pass. I added hate. He didn't say hate. Please don't come after me, Jim.
Yeah.
Do not like Game Pass.
Yeah, and that was dropped in his pre-recorded video deposition between what's going on with Microsoft and the FTC over the last couple of days, and he says that it was unprofitable. Saying how he had talked to all publishers, they unanimously don't like Game Pass because it's value destructive.
Yeah, well, so that's an interesting thing to say, publishers, right? So how do developers feel about Game Pass, right? So like, there's publishers. What if publishers aren't needed in the subscription model, right? You have the guy that makes the game, and then you have the guy that gets the money to do the PR and do the marketing and push the game to all the places and do the stuff. Like, as I know it, that's what a publisher does. What if that's not needed in the Game Pass model? And that just makes publishers really unhappy, right? I mean...
So publishers would see this as non-profitable because they are obviously losing out on work. But I don't see how this... I can't see how allowing small developers as well as large developers access lots of different players in a subscription model than having to hopefully win people over with a decent publication campaign. Because that's all they're doing. Is you're going to a PR company to say, I need you to hype this up.
Yeah.
So enough people go and buy my game. Then I can make money on that game so I can carry on doing what I really enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So,
and then we can give you some of my money. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you.
So the tiny developer goes, hey, Mr. Publisher, I want you to PR this game for me because I want people to come and play it. And the publisher can turn around and go, well, how much are you going to give us to do that? It's going to cost you half the amount that you make from the game. It's like they cut out the middleman with Xbox and Game Pass. So,
and we just talked about this happening, didn't we? With the Outriders dev, People Can Fly? Yeah, People Can Fly. Yeah.
Yep.
The first one, Square Enix was their publisher. People Can Fly was pissing and moaning because Square Enix basically got all the money and didn't give any to them, or very little. I don't know how it all ended out, but there was somewhere in the middle of the life story. That's how the story was rolling out. And now we just hear there's an Outriders 2, but Square Enix ain't nowhere to be involved with it. Well, guess what? That probably means unanimously Square Enix isn't a big fan of Game Pass, as a publisher at least. So, yeah.
Yep. I also think this is a play from Jim Ryan mentioning it for publishers because it's going to stop. Oh my God.
As a DK, just subscribe. Thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate you, sir. You're awesome, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. I love it when those happen because it just breaks things up.
I know.
So
really,
I don't know. I don't know if this is a ploy from Jim Ryan in terms of mentioning publishers not liking it, because then those developers that do rely on publishers, are they going to be turned off if he is saying this and the developers are seeing that the publishers aren't happy about this? Are they going to be turned off from using Xbox Game Pass? It's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's filling the brains of the people that buy the games, but also filling the brains of the people that make the games at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think it's a unanimous thing. I haven't done the survey that apparently Jim has done, so I guess I probably should. I can't say that because I can't back it up. I'm sure Jim can with all of his data. But yeah, I would probably agree that there are a lot of publishers that aren't big fans of it because Xbox works more directly with the developer than with their publishers. So, makes sense to me.
Which we would rather see. I'd rather see a big name like Microsoft and Sony helping developers more than having to go between with publishers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Also, it's very important to know, this just in as well from me, we did a unanimous study on this podcast, and unanimously, we don't like Jim Ryan. So, it's 100% true.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, we did a survey, and that's just how I rolled out. It was hard. We had to contact a bunch of people, all two of us, and that's how it happened. But you know what? We love him so much, we decided to have another story about him. PlayStation boss, Uncle Jim Ryan. I don't like Xbox's Starfield exclusivity, but it's not anti-competitive. Okay, you gotta appreciate this guy. That's accurate. That's an accurate statement. Jim finally gave one. We appreciate him for that. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's available for PlayStation and for PS4 and PS5.
Yeah.
It's just you have to buy the game. So it's kind of like, it's not exclusive.
Wait, Starfield's not available. No. Starfield's exclusive to Xbox.
Well, I'm looking in the game profile.
Really?
Here, and it says also available for PS4, PS5.
For Starfield? I swore that was an exclusive Xbox game. Oh my gosh!
Not according to Amazon. Well, Nick goes and fact checks.
Yeah, sorry.
Sure.
So this says yes. Starfield trailer shown during Xbox 3 has confirmed that the game will be exclusive to Xbox Series X and S and PC.
Oh, okay.
I think Amazon is screwed up.
Yeah, Amazon's got it. It's just on the website that I'm looking at for this story, for like the quotes that we like to do.
But I'll tell you what, if you can buy a PS5 copy of Starfield, you should do that because it'll be worth a shit ton of money if it comes in as a PS5 copy. No, I'm pretty sure it is exclusive. But I mean, and I don't have a problem with this I don't have a problem with this comment. It's pretty much accurate. You could change this to, I don't like The Last of Us being exclusive, but it's not anti-competitive. That's accurate. I don't. I wish I could play it on Xbox, and then I wouldn't have to, and then I'd be able to play the game instead of just watch the show. But also, it's not anti-competitive. It's just the market. That's fine. So
yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit worried. Is he not seeing? Does he see the potential in the game and know, like, is it going to be a massive hit or a massive flop? Like, has he seen the game had hold of the game? Is that why he's not worried about being anti-competitive, or is it just because he knows that the demographic of the PlayStation players probably won't enjoy this style of game?
No, I just think he thinks he wishes he could have it, but he understands that that's how the market works, and it doesn't mean that Xbox is being anti-competitive. I think that's kind of I think that's how it boils down to it. Plus, he can't say it's anti-competitive, because if he did, then he would also be anti-competitive, because he has a bunch of exclusive stuff. So it wouldn't work out. Next, man, we need to call this the Jim Ryan news. I mean, man, there has been some heat between Jim and Phil. Phil Spencer, Sony uses revenue from our games to reduce Xbox's survival in the market. And there's been all kinds of emails with Jim talking about, talking about why things about the Activision Blizzard deal. I don't know.
Yeah, so
Talk to me about this.
The emails that have been shown are from May and August 2022, so they're a bit out of date by now. But it kind of shows the conversation between Phil Spencer and Jim Ryan about how they were talking, how about they were making sure that there was the lengthy commitment for Activision games to still be part of Sony PlayStation and stuff like that. And it kind of highlights and shows all the kind of bits and pieces that were there. And it's just those have been shown. Tom Warren showed them off on Twitter, and he kind of just shows like the turning point of Jim Ryan, where you can kind of see in the emails where he became unhappy with how things were going, and how he was like, right, okay, I'm just gonna go and completely blow this out of the water.
So. Somebody needs to create a Jim Ryan like Grinch montage, like that would be my favorite. Like, he's just like, his heart's decently big, and then he just gets like left alone at the orphanage, and then his heart shrinks, and then he becomes this whole crotchety guy on a mountain and tries to take everybody's toys away. I think this is a perfect, like, this should happen. I think that would be fantastic. Also, this is somewhat of a squirrel moment. Did you see the Tom Warren tweet about they blacked out the sensitive, confidential documents that were handed over to the court with Sharpie, so that once they got scanned in with the light of the scanner, everything was showing, and they dumped it all online, and then they realized, oh shit, you can see everything. So then they ended up taking everything down real quick. I swear, I love our government system. It makes me laugh so hard. Like you didn't know that Sharpie doesn't work to black out stuff with a scanner? You didn't know that? Okay, all right, live and learn, I guess. It's just my favorite.
Oh dear. What? That's brilliant.
Oh, it has been good. As the TK says, I'm here for all the GIFs and memes towards the case between FTC, Sony, and Microsoft. I cannot agree anymore. It has been absolutely hilarious to see all this stuff, to learn all the little tidbits. These things are great for this. Like, it happens all the time when this stuff happens. It was the Apple deal, right? The Apple was fighting with, I can't remember who. And
Samsung?
Maybe. No. They were fighting with the Fortnite people.
Blizzard.
No, it's not Blizzard.
No, not Blizzard.
Why can I not think of who makes Fortnite? Anyways, it must not be important. It's not a big game. Don't worry about it. And
Epic Games.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I don't know. They were fighting with them over their where they could charge for money, or if they had to go through the Apple Store. And all that stuff, like, everything was just coming out. Like, we learned, like, Ninja Theory was bought by Microsoft for $117 million. What a great deal. So I think it's fantastic, these little bits of information you learn. Yeah. Like, these execs just have to cringe when this stuff happens. Like, it really has to be like a pros and cons thing. Like, do I go to court? Because if I do, they're going to ask for all this stuff, and then I'm going to have to be like, yeah, I said that in an email. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It was an email. And I mean, it's just got to be really tough. Secrets come flying out the moment there are these court cases. So.
Yeah, I mean, and the other part that we dropped in here about how Sony are using revenue from Microsoft games to use against them. So I didn't realize that it must be part of the contract that they have to have Xbox games or games that were exclusive to Xbox then on Sony at some point. So Sony takes a 30% cut from the revenue made on those games. So that's why Phil's kind of saying, they're using that money against us because they take a 30% cut from a revenue of an Xbox game on a PlayStation. And then that gets mixed in with all the rest of the revenue that Sony are making for them to then turn around and try and, poo-poo the Activision deal, but also to generate their own exclusivity in games and stuff like that. Just there wasn't a great deal of. There seems to have been all this week just being a constant back and forth between Phil this and Jim Ryan this and Sony's doing this and Microsoft CEO is not happy about this. It's kind of like it's been one of those weeks. Not much in terms of like this game's doing this and this game's doing that. It's just
the one thing that did come out just today, though, that is interesting. We hadn't heard anything from my neighbors in the Great North, Canada, but so in a memo, basically Microsoft said, listen, everybody's fine with this except for the FTC and those stupid people over there in Britain. All they want to do is drink tea anyways, so it doesn't matter. And so what's the problem? And so Canada,
iced tea.
That's way better. No, I'm just kidding. I love hot tea too. I'm just kidding. I love all you. I love everybody. Don't go away. Please still like us. And then basically Canada was like, wait. We just read this memo that Microsoft said about everybody being real happy about this. We're not happy about it. We're not happy about it at all. And they literally like sent a memo to the judge and said, make sure that you submit this before the end of the case, saying that we had reached out already to Microsoft, saying that we have concerns about how this will impact the gaming industry. So Canada's not like, not 100% on board. I wouldn't say that they're ready to nix the whole thing, but they have their issues as well too. So there you go. So
all those Justin Massens and Bruces.
That's right. Yeah, Canada this week sending down hot memos and smoke. So that's all I got. I mean, I'm getting a lot of the smoke, not many of the memos. But so yeah, and it doesn't smell like maple syrup. It should smell like maple syrup. That's what I think. All right, that's enough acquisition stuff until we bring it up again later. We just learned today, I think Stray is out August 10th, but it's not coming out on Game Pass. Why the heck not? Are you going to buy it, Sean? Are you going to go and spend hard-earned money on it?
It all depends on the price. I mean, it's a small indie game that did really, 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 really well. So, is it going to cost me is it going to cost me £50 to play this game, or am I going to be able to pick it up for like £17 to £20? If I can pick it up for 17 to 20, then maybe not. I'm not spending the full-fledged Xbox price.
Yeah, I'm definitely not. They'll bring it to Xbox or to Game Pass, which is Xbox. They'll bring it to Game Pass at some point. That's my theory, and I'll wait for that. I don't really need to play it that bad. I'm not that enthralled with it. It's just a cat that jumps and wanders around. All you people that think it's any more than that, you all liars. Yeah, I don't really care about it at all. Bring it to Game Pass, and then I will play it for a hot second and put it down like I've done most other Game Pass things this year. That's what I say. So,
I mean, it's probably the only thing that would get you to play Game Pass at the moment.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta try real hard to finish the Zelda. I gotta get that done. I got 2 months. 2 months, Sean. Almost to the day. 2 months and like a couple of days. That's it. So that's the plan. I'm gonna finish it up. Banjo-Kazooie turns 25. Rare's like, hey, look what we did. Banjo-Kazooie. Remember that game? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I do remember it. Rare. Why don't you bring out another one?
I know. It's like everybody in the whole entire internet and gaming like community are kind of like, yeah, it's been 25 years and we've been playing the same one to death.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny. Like, what they think was going to happen. You should read the comments. They're all hilarious. They all pretty much say the same thing. Where's the next one? Are you ever going to do another one? I thought you forgot about it. Those are all fair comments. Like, what did you think was going to happen when you were like, Baron Kazooie's 25 years old? Yeah, we know. It's very, I just played it like 2 years ago. I could tell. It's obviously 25 years old. Bring, give me a new one. Sean's okay with the remake. I want a new one.
I mean, yeah. You just think most people that have played that game are at least our age.
Yeah.
I'm 36, and I can guarantee that most people that were commenting like, "Yeah, go make another one," is like are anywhere above the age of 32 onwards.
Yeah, for sure. And anybody who's under the age of 30 is like, what the hell's Banjo Kazooie? No, I don't know. There was nuts and bolts and stuff like that, so I don't know. Doesn't, but whatever. Bring it up. Most importantly, Sean, Game Pass has been raised by $1 starting, I forgot, September 10th. Is that when it was? I feel like I should have remembered that, but I don't remember.
I think that's what you said.
That's probably
so. Yeah, you're $7.99 for PC Game Pass, or just Game Pass flat, is going to raise to $8.99, and your $11.99 for Ultimate is going to pop up to $12.99, which doesn't seem a lot. But then when we're talking